Coming up on The Cut,
floods in California,
a baby otter reunited with its mother,
and Thanksgiving prices go up. All this and more coming up on The Cut.
The Cut starts now.
Hello and welcome to the Cut Network. I'm Brayla Burkhalter.
And I'm Abby Jurek.
Following months of controversial debate regarding the release of the Epstein files, Donald Trump has suddenly changed his stance on the subject. He now advocates for Republicans to vote to release the files. President Trump claims, quote, "We have nothing to hide," end quote, and that by releasing the files, the Republican Party may finally, quote, "move on from this Democratic hoax perpetrated by radical left lunatics," end quote. Trump published this statement on his social media earlier this week.
California was hit last Saturday by a strong storm system called an atmospheric river, causing flooding in coastal Los Angeles County. The National Weather Service reported significant rainfall in the area as heavy as an inch per hour. Santa Barbara County was hit with over 4 inches of rain on its coast the day before LA was hit. The storm drenching the San Francisco Bay Area on its way over. The atmospheric river formed over the Pacific Ocean just days before, killing an elderly man after his vehicle was swept away on a flooded bridge, and a 5-year-old who was carried out into the ocean by the currents, according to the California Highway Patrol.
You may see a new car on the freeway soon. Cut reporter Nicole Alejandro has an update on Waymos on the freeway. Nicole?
Thank you, Brayla. Waymos are now available for use on Phoenix freeways, Arizona's Family reported last week. Waymo announced that its autonomous cars will now operate on Phoenix freeways, as well as in the San Francisco Bay Area and Los Angeles. Waymo says 25% of rides will benefit from freeway access. The company said in a statement, quote, "The open road symbolizes freedom and unlimited possibility, highlighted especially by the ease and speed by which freeways allow us to get where we're going." In a recent report, Waymo explained that a trip from Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport to North Scottsdale would normally take about 50 minutes, but with freeway access, the Waymo would reach the destination in half the time. The company says it has tested these new routes with employees who have been riding in Waymos on freeways for more than a year. Waymo is currently owned by Google's parent company, Alphabet. A spokesperson for Waymo says the cars will drive up to the maximum speed on freeways, but may go a few miles over the limit for safety purposes or extraordinary circumstances. Waymo says it worked with the Arizona Department of Public Safety and California Highway Patrol on freeway operations. If riders are interested in going on Phoenix freeways, they will have to indicate their preference on the Waymo app. For the Cut Network, I'm Nicole Alejandro.
Thank you, Nicole. I can't wait to try one. Tempe recently approved a 400-unit affordable housing development near Dorsey Lane aimed at supporting the city's growth while providing residents easy access to public transportation and nearby shopping centers. The city purchased Apache Central in 2021, located near Apache Boulevard and Dorsey Lane. Along with the 50 to 90% of apartment units designated as affordable for mixed income living, a grocery store will also be built on site. Nearby, the light rail and public education centers are easily accessible, helping meet the needs of residents across different income levels and ages. This development is one of several projects the city is pursuing to address the growing demand for housing in the expanding community. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, housing costs in the Phoenix metro area have risen nearly 25% since 2020, and Tempe's rent continues to rank among the highest for college towns nationwide. Quote, "Tempe is becoming too expensive for the average resident," quote, said Cole Gomolinsky, a young adult living in the area. Projects like this are the city's way of working with rising costs and ensuring that longtime residents aren't forced to leave the city. As construction moves forward, city officials say they hope Apache Central will serve as a model for future developments as Tempe continues to grow.
Streaming service prices reach new heights. Cut reporter Samuel Kabamba explains. Samuel?
Thank you, Abby. Streaming services across the United States and around the world are becoming more expensive, and sports fans are feeling the impact first. From international soccer to the NBA and the NHL, powerful media rights agreements are driving subscription prices higher at a rapid pace. Soccer viewers are seeing the most dramatic changes. The English Premier League, La Liga, and UEFA Champions League have all secured multi-billion-dollar broadcast partnerships with major platforms like streaming services Peacock, Paramount Plus, and ESPN Plus have raised monthly prices as competition intensifies for global access to these matches. Peacock recently increased its premium plan to nearly $7 a month, and ESPN Plus now costs about $11 a month. Executives say these increases are linked directly to rising costs of live sports production and exclusive media rights. The trend extends beyond soccer. The NBA is preparing to finalize its next national media agreement, which analysts predict could become the most expensive sports deal ever. Tech giants such as Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Apple TV are expected to pursue broadcasting packages that would place high-demand games behind additional subscription paywalls. Entertainment platforms are also raising rates. Netflix increased its standard plan to $15.49. Hulu raised both its basic and premium tiers. Disney Plus now has its highest pricing structure yet as companies shift toward a strategy that blends entertainment with a larger sports presence. Experts expect subscription prices to keep increasing throughout 2025 and 2026 as streaming companies continue to invest heavily in exclusive content and long-term live sports rights. For viewers, this means more choices but also higher monthly costs. Just to stay updated, for the Cut Network, I am Samuel Kabamba.
Thank you, Samuel. Hopefully these prices go down soon. San Luis Obispo's Marine Mammal Center caught national attention as they returned an otter pup to its mother and got it all on video. The reunion was captured just northwest of Santa Barbara in Morro Bay. The center had spent hours trying to locate the stranded pup's mother. They had found the pup, named Caterpillar, all by itself, crying for its mom. The team worked together to record Caterpillar's vocalizations and blast them on a Bluetooth speaker below sea to find the pup's mother. Their tactics were successful, as the two were reunited shortly after playing Caterpillar's sounds. The center kept a close eye on the pair, ensuring all was well before leaving them to thrive in the ocean once again. As stories like these are becoming more and more common, the center encouraged locals to contact them if they see a stranded otter pup like Caterpillar.
Thanksgiving is coming up and prices are raising. Cut reporter Deanna Nichiporek has the story. Deanna?
Thank you, Brayla. This Thanksgiving, Americans shopping for holiday dinner may see higher prices tags across grocery store aisles. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reports wholesale turkey prices are up 40% from last year, mostly because of bird flu outbreaks and stronger demand. Beef isn't offering much relief either. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics show beef prices are nearly 15% higher than a year ago. Canned vegetables are also more expensive, up about 5%, partially due to higher packaging costs driven by steel and aluminum tariffs set earlier this year. President Trump announced Friday that he will roll back tariffs on beef, coffee, and tropical fruit in an attempt to ease grocery costs. But food economist David Ortega from Michigan State University says those changes won't make prices drop overnight. He says rolling back tariffs will, quote, slow down future price increases, quote, but holiday shoppers shouldn't expect immediate discounts. Some items, though, are seeing small declines. Egg prices are down from earlier this year, and domestic wine has dropped about 1.2% because of steady supply and softening demand. Ortega recommends buying fresh produce to avoid the cost of aluminum packaging, planning meals in advance, looking for store brands, and shopping early to catch sales. Ortega adds that making a list and sticking to it can help consumers steer clear of impulse spending during the holidays. Even with higher prices, experts say smart planning can help keep holiday meals affordable and ensure families still gather around the table this Thanksgiving. For the Cut Network, I'm Deanna Nichiporek.
Thank you, Deanna. We wish everyone a great Thanksgiving. Now on to entertainment with Cut anchor Lizzie Hadel. Lizzie?
Thank you, Brayla. Hello and welcome back to another week of the entertainment section on The Cut. Wicked for Good comes out in theaters this week. This is the sequel to the movie musical Wicked that came out last November. Since the premiere, the Rotten Tomatoes audience score is currently a 98%. However, the critic score is a 70%, which is significantly less than what Wicked premiered at. Even so, fans are still preparing for the public premiere, and many brands have partnered with Wicked for Good to promote the movie, such as Urban Outfitters, Lush, REM Beauty, and even Chili's. Movie theaters are already selling out, so make sure to get your tickets fast. This past September, she released her sophomore album, The Art of Loving. Many of her songs on this album, like Man I Need, I've Seen It, and So Easy to Fall in Love, have become popular trends through TikTok. In 2023, she received a BBC Music Introducing's Artist of the Year. However, she is finally getting her recognition by being nominated for Best New Artist at next year's Grammy. That's all for entertainment this week. For the Cut Network, I am Lizzie Hadel.
Thank you, Lizzie. Now we have sports with Cut Sports anchor Cindy Graven. Cindy?
Thank you, Brayla, and welcome back to Sports on the Cut. From volleyball to football, college to professional, and triumphant victories to devastating losses, we have a lot to cover, so let's dive right in. The Arizona Cardinals left their game on Sunday with mixed feelings. Jacoby Brissett gave the Cardinals a glimmer of hope within the Sunday chaos. With 47 completed passes, he set a new NFL record, beating the previous record of 45 completed passes set by Drew Bledsoe and Jared Goff. Even though the Cardinals put up some impressive stats this past weekend, it wasn't enough to take down the San Francisco. The game ended in a 41-22 victory for the 49ers. Staying down here in the desert, Sun Devil Volleyball took on rival school University of Arizona in an exciting 4-set match. The Sun Devils beat the Wildcats with the final score of 3-1. Desert Financial Arena welcomed 7,703 fans Thursday night, marking their largest attendance to a volleyball game this century. ASU Volleyball sits as the 9th-ranked college team as they travel to Houston for their game tonight. Chaos continues to run through the NBA as the league looks to sort out its multi-team gambling scandal. But focusing more on gameplay, with a 127-112 win over the Indiana Pacers, marks the Detroit Pistons' 10th straight win. This is the longest streak for this franchise since the 2007-2008 season, and sets the Pistons to lead the Eastern Conference. Speaking of teams on a roll, the Oklahoma City Thunder have displayed their dominance over the league. With 14 wins and only 1 loss, the Thunder set themselves first in the Western Conference. It's still too early to tell what team will win it all, but one thing is for sure, all these teams are willing to fight their way to get there. Shifting to college basketball, women's head coach Molly Miller has had a terrific start to her first season at ASU. Despite uncertainty about how the team would look going into the season, Miller has proven her place at ASU, kicking off the season with 4 straight wins. Miller, however, isn't only killing it on the court. She has shown her true Sun Devil pride this year at numerous ASU events and sporting games. Her commitment to ASU and the Sun Devils continues to light the inferno. This segment may be over, but don't worry, all these sports and more are here to keep you company this week. Whether it be football or volleyball, college or professional, make sure to tune in to wherever you watch sports and cheer on your teams. For the Cut Network, I'm Cindy Craven.
Thank you, Cindy. This Sunday, the city of Nuremberg in Germany made way for 600 sheep as they crossed towards their winter quarters. The sheep, which are still used in Germany as land mowers, were all a part of Thomas Gackstadter's flock. They quickly made their way towards their winter pastures west of the city. The passage was a spectacle, though no drones were allowed. People gathered around the flock, phones in hand, hoping to capture this annual event. Nuremberg, a city of 540,000 inhabitants, is known for its green pastures and expanse meadows where the sheep happily graze in the summer. Still, the popularity of this seemingly harmless event highlights how cattle face growing space concerns in popular urban settings. For now, though, Gackstadter's sheep settle calmly into their winter estates.
Well, thanks for sharing this story, Brayla. Do you know that joke? And it's like, why did the chicken cross the road?
I do.
Yeah. Well, now it's like, why did the sheep cross the road? Because we have sheep crossing the road in Germany.
That's so good. Maybe we have to go to Germany to check it out.
Should we? Let's go for Thanksgiving.
Perfect.
Okay, that sounds like an amazing idea. That's all we have for you this week.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you follow us on Instagram at @thecut_network.
Have a great week.